morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you are watching from. This is Prince Maths Clinic, and here we have a very interesting question that is in continuation of the topic we started on trigonometry. Remember the fingers we used in deriving our special trig angles? We are going to be using it in solving this interesting question. And to begin with, we have a formula in sine that tells us that if two sines are added together, it's going to be sine A times cosine B plus cosine A sine B. Interestingly, sine 75 can be the sum of 45 plus 30 degrees. So having known that, we are going to apply it here by saying sine 45 plus 30 degrees will become sine 45 degrees cosine 30 degrees plus cosine 45 degrees sine 30 degrees. Then we also know that if we have sine A minus B is going to be sine A cosine B minus cosine A sine B. We are going to use that in solving this 15. Now remember, minus. Now it's going to affect everything there. 15 degrees is this saying 45 minus 30. So remember, our A is 45, our B is 15. So we are going to say, therefore, okay, let's go. Okay, let's leave this here. And sine 45 minus 30 degrees will be sine 45 cosine 30 minus cosine 45 sine 30 degrees. Now I want to combine these two together. Now remember, the two both up and down are the same. The only difference between them is the negative sign that is here, and here the positive sign. So I can say, therefore, sine 75 degrees minus sine 15 degrees over sine 75 degrees plus sine 15 degrees will become, now sine 75 degrees, everything I have here. So I'm going to say sine 45 cosine 30 plus cosine 45 sine 30. Now minus 15 means negative of everything here. So negative times this will become minus sine 45 degrees cosine 30 degrees. Minus times minus will turn this to plus, plus cosine 45 degrees sine 30 degrees over. Now everything here is positive. So it then means that to come out natural, meaning that this will be sine 45 cosine 30 plus cosine 45 sine 30 degrees, then added to this plus sine 45 cosine 30 degrees minus cosine 45 degrees sine 30 degrees. Now let us simplify. Now sine 45 cosine 30, right? We subtract sine 45 cosine 30, so this will go. So let's cancel this out. So cosine 45 sine 30 plus another cosine 45 sine 30 will become 2 cosine 45 degrees sine 30 degrees over, let's simplify the denominator. Now let's look at what will cancel each other. Cosine 45 sine 30 will subtract cosine 45 sine 30. So therefore sine 45 cosine 30 and sine 45 cosine 30 we add up, we'll get 2 sine 45 cosine 30 degrees, and 2 we cancel 2, so we are left with cosine 45 degrees sine 30 degrees over sine 45 degrees cosine 30 degrees. Now back to our fingers. Now cosine 45, this is 45. Cosine is square root of fingers above, which is root 2 over 2. Sine 30, this is 30 degrees. So sine means what? Square root of fingers above, which will give us 1 over root 2. Then this division, put it like this, divided. Sine 45 again, this is 45. Sine is what? Square root of fingers below, which is root 2 over 2. Multiply by cosine of 30. This is 30. Cosine means square root of fingers above, which is root 3 over 2. So therefore, if we simplify this, root 2 times 1 is root 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Divided by root 2 times root 3 is root of 6 over 2 times 2 is what? 4. And we know that when division turns to multiplication, the second term will change position. Numerator becomes denominator, denominator becomes numerator. So this becomes 4 over root of 6. So 4 we cancel 4. So here we have root 2 over root 6. And we know we cannot leave it like this, right? So we can either do it like this. Root 6 is a product of root 3 and root 2. So 2 we cancel 2, we are left with 1 over square root of 3. So when we rationalize times root 3 over root 3, we have root 3 over 3. That is the solution to the beautiful question. Please kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click on the notification icon so that you can get more videos as they drop on the channel, and help us to share the channel to your friends and loved ones so that we can spread simplified maths to all our acquaintance. Thank you, and see you in the next video.